What's happening? Alright, check it out. I am Fat Potna Big Smoke. I say it all the time. I am a field rapper, musician, singer, producer. I done did some comedy. Used to have a couple, I did a couple podcasts. I even had an online radio station. Man, I done done a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Call myself a failure because you possibly don't know who I am or that I've done any of these things, right? So I want to talk about the song that I came up with called It Hurts. So the breakdown on It Hurts is this. I'm working and I do not know what the latest C40 album is at the time, but there's a song on there that I love the beat to. So sometimes, like I go through if I hear something, I'm tuning out the rapper and what they talking about. I make sure I'm not talking about what they talking about, and I'll just put a song on repeat, and I'll just write to what I hear the beat. Like I'll write to the tempo. So this is around the time when this is probably like a few months after Yada passed. Yada, my boy, my bro. So I'm sitting there writing this verse. I'll say, when Yada died.
When y'all died, that shit really with me. I was at the spot with Fifth trimming up some cookies. 2-4 called me.
I'm fucking up. But I basically say I was at the spot with Fifth trimming up some cookies. 2-4 called me. Had the story all jumbled. Blood was hella drunk. All I heard was slurs and mumbles. So I'm going through and I'm talking about how I called Cuddy to get what really happened. And so this is what I'm rapping about. So I'll do a 16 about Yada passing away and how I felt about it. And when I was done, I was like, this shit hurts. You know what I mean? And so that was the hook. And I kind of summed up how I felt in one verse. So I was like, I can't have a one verse song, right? So then I was like, well shit, what else hurts? My mama dying hurts. So quick story, I'm out on bail and I'm working on an album, and my mom, she do like a couple of homies' taxes, and she see me, she talking to me about how I'm out on bail and I'm on my way to prison and I'm still hustling, and she's asking me like, what did she do wrong and all that. I'm like, you ain't did nothing wrong. So my mom, she calling me, I'm not answering, I'm working on this album, and yeah, I ignore my mom and stuff, and I come home from the studio. This is like 1998, beginning of 98, and I got like 2 more weeks to be out, and I'm gonna spend my last week with my mama, but in my mind, I'm finna finish this album. And man, I come home from the studio and I see a note on the door, and it say, get to the hospital, your mom on life support. So my mom ended up dying right before I could turn myself in to go to prison. And we just had an argument. I didn't get to apologize. She never got to see my kids or nothing like that. That shit really fucked me up for a long time. So the second verse was about that. And then I was like, damn. You know, the song at this time had to be 3 verses, right? So I'm like, what hurts even, like, what else hurts? And so, I talked about how my baby mama took my child and moved, and then the nigga she moved with was abusing my son, and I wasn't in a position to help him while this was going on. And they was lying, and they was calling, she was talking to me about other things that weren't about my child or whatever. And when I found out what my son was going through, I was close to suicide, but I really felt like I failed as a parent. You know what I mean? So I wrote about that. My third verse was about my son and the things that had happened to him or whatever. You know what I mean? I guess that's enough for a song to be called "It Hurts." You know what I mean? I just kind of like pour my emotions on this beat, just so yeah. That's how I came up with the song "It Hurts." I should put that out too. I am. I'm gonna put it out. I promise you. So this is Fat Potna Big Smoke. Got a little personal on this one, but this is how I came out with "It Hurts." You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, pass this around like a blunt, some of that stanky weed. You know what I mean? Or like you do that bottle of Douce when you be with your loved ones, and let's get it cracking. I'm out of here, man.